Cold of War, also known as Ezra Dax from Deep Space Nine, and you're listening to Kneel Before Pod.
Kneel Before Blog presents Kneel Before Pod.
Hello, and welcome to another godly edition of Kneel Before Pod. I'm your host Craig McKenzie, and you're listening to the second in our experimental trailer chat feature. Up for discussion this time is the recent trailer for Thor Ragnarok, which sees Thor with a haircut and squaring up against the Hulk. So here to talk trailers again, we've got Chris, our IT department.
Hello.
Kat, our Greek contingent.
Hello.
And the Teen Wolf Minute crew themselves, Angus and Natalie.
Coming soon, Teen Wolf Minute.
You, shameless plug.
Yeah.
Hi.
It will eventually appear, but until then, we're going to talk about the Thor trailer, the Thor Ragnarok trailer that recently dropped.
Yes.
So, as a full-blown experience, what did people think? Chris, you can start, since I introduced you first.
I enjoyed it. I think it was a fun-looking trailer. It seems to go along the lines of the way the sort of Guardians of the Galaxy trailers are, with the sort of cool music in the background and the of 80s-ish effects. It looks like a lot of fun. It's probably the more interesting of the Thor trailers that there's been so far, actually.
Yeah.
There's a lot in it.
There is, but there's also not a lot in it, which I quite like.
No, I think there is. I think you've got an introduction of Kate Blanchett. It's actually Kate Blanchett.
It is.
Because,
Taking style tips from Rita Repulsa.
She looks amazing.
She looks freaking
so
amazing.
Hot. She looks really hot. Anyway, she caught my eye. And he starts off with long hair, ends up with not long hair. We've got an introduction of a few, and we've got favourite of ours in this movie as well, which I totally missed the first time I watched it.
How could you miss Goldblum?
I don't know, but I love him and he looks hot too. Loki looks hot, Thor looks hot, and but there's one bit of the trailer that I don't like.
Go
Is
on.
it Hulk because he doesn't look hot?
No, Hulk is hot.
Hulk hot.
Hulk hot.
That's a new catchphrase.
Hulk hot.
No, do you know the bit in the trailer where they walk into the arena and he says that line, that one line, and it's like,
Man, that's a great moment.
Right, what's the line?
Hey, I know him. He's my friend from work.
We know each other. He's a friend from work.
No, not that one. I like that one. It's like, what is it?
Just
it's
yes.
Like, what's that line? It's like, this is our time. No, it's not that. What is it?
It's not a good
What's the line? I know it's not good. Anyway, it's on mute. We can't see it. But there's a line, I think Loki says it, and it really puts me off.
I
Which
don't know,
is
I
really
think it's
unusual.
Goldblum that's saying it.
Is it Goldblum?
I don't know what this line is, but okay.
I'll try and find out. It's on silent, I can't figure it out.
It's main event time.
But anyway, it looks good. I think there's a lot in it. There's new people, lots of new people. Interesting that somebody breaks Mjolnir, what the fuck?
You mean what?
And who's the person with antlers on their head?
That's also Kate Blanchett.
Well, she looks hot in all of her incarnations.
Cool.
I'm excited.
Cool.
A ringing endorsement for Blanchett.
Yeah, I love her. I actually do love her. Anyway,
Angus, do you have
what
thoughts?
think?
My favourite bit is the 80s font, so I'm with Chris.
The
Can we call
Tron
them
font.
call them Thorts?
Yeah, it looks a lot like a Transformers G1 type
No,
thing.
it doesn't. It looks like the comic book cover of original Thor.
It reminded me of Tron, but
it looks like it's the font and stuff from the comics. How can it look like Tron?
maybe the Tron font
really-
looks like the Thor comic font.
Well,
really
somebody needs
Tron-y
to
bit.
investigate that.
Like a brick Tron.
But can we call these our Thorts? Because I think that's really funny.
Hey, I'm down with that.
Sure, let's do it. Yes, we have thoughts on Thor.
Yeah. They sound kind of like an STD, but that's okay.
We have thoughts. Better get to the doctor. Yeah.
Oh god.
I guess nobody
What
heard
is going
Gus
on with
said,
this
but I
conversation?
found that funny. Gus called it genital thorns.
I'm sure you can get a cream for that.
Dear Lord.
We're
Love
here
it.
already.
Yeah. Boom, shake the room. 2 minutes in. There we go.
So, Angus, any more initial thoughts other than other than you like some font?
I love the font. I think it's interesting that it starts off kind of dramatic and then ends up with the more sort of comedic touch right at the end.
What comedic touch?
Oh, just that bit where he says that they know each other from work.
You don't think it's funny that it starts off with him hanging upside down? Like, that's kind of fun.
Oh, that's
More
hilarious. Yeah.
Ominous. He's sort of.
No, it's not, because you know that he's like the hero, so you know that if they're starting it like that, then there's to me some sort of like
Comedy routine.
Yeah.
It's funny because he's chained up and upside down. Yeah, hilarious.
Yeah, in like a lava cave or something.
Yeah, but we know that he's not going to die.
It's hilarious.
I'm just saying, I thought it was quite humorous when it opened up like that.
Right, so he's chained up. You see Mjolnir getting smashed up.
Well, that I
It's
was a bit
all-
like, what
It's all
is going
a
on
barrel
here?
of laughs, and then suddenly he comes out into the arena and he's like, "Hey, I know that guy," and everyone's like, "Whoa!" Suddenly very serious.
I feel like I need to watch it again with the sound on, because the first time that I watched it, I was really caught up on if that was Kate Blanchett or not. So, I mean, that's all I could think about.
Still is.
I even missed the Goldblum entry, like what? So, there we go.
Okay.
How could you miss Goldblum in that soul patch?
I really don't know, because I love him too.
There's
I would
giant-
also agree.
yeah.
It seems way more Guardians of the Galaxy than any of the other
Just 'cause of, is it Led Zeppelin?
Marvel movies so far. And also, yes, did love Immigrant Song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love it.
Kat, what are your thoughts? Or thoughts? I'll get that in a habit.
My thoughts, yeah. we're gonna make it a thing.
Yeah.
I really, really liked it. So I had my reservations for this film, mostly due to comments by the director Taika Waititi, who said that he was going to make it like quite funny, that it was going to be, like perhaps similar to his previous films, which, and I love his sense of humor, and I love both Hunt for the Wilder People and What We Do in the Shadows, but I kind of didn't want the third Thor movie to be a comedy. I was kind of scared that it would be too kind of fraught with that. But this seems to have like a lot of badassery to it. There's lots of space. There's Kate Blanchett looking awesome. Like war and aliens and all of that, which makes, that side of the Marvel Universe really, really cool. And I'm really pumped to see that, the trailer shows quite a balance between all of these things. Obviously, we have a long way to go, and who knows, maybe the end result will be way funnier than this trailer implies. But for now, I'm really happy with it, and it really made my day. It's just like put a smile on my face and put me in a good mood. Because Thor is my favorite of the Avengers, and I just will always have a very soft spot for his story, and where his story is going. So I'm super excited for this. Super, super excited.
Well, there we go. I also like the look of it. I think the trailer doesn't spoil too much, so I don't feel annoyed at having seen it. Unlike with Spider-Man, where I'm just like, oh great, I've seen the film now. Brilliant.
Yeah, but that's because there's like 5 Spider-Mans, so everyone knows the movie by now. Doesn't matter how they paint the trailer, we've seen it before.
But that trailer gives away everything. But never mind.
But let's not make this about Spider-Man, because he really gets in here all the time.
So, yeah. The Thor films, I liked the first one, and I didn't like the first one, and I quite liked the second one. Yeah, I don't like the first one.
That hurts me.
Like, I don't know you at all. Like,
that hurts me in my heart.
Well,
yeah.
Deal with
Thor
it.
is my favourite too. So.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad.
Love it. In fact, yeah, like Thor, Loki together, that story, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. Like Thor, the first Thor movie is actually my favorite Marvel movie. And I'm very, I know I'm in the minority for this, but like I will defend that forever.
Well, we can team up. We can do that together.
Yeah.
Well,
sorry, go on, Craig.
As my favourite Avenger is Captain America, I will defend your right to say it, even if I don't agree.
Oh, bless. That was a good burn. That was a very good burn.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I like the look of this one. I like the space. I like Jeff Goldblum on his hedonism couch. Valkyrie looks cool. I like that he has his helmet that he has in the comics, to cover up his lack of hair.
His lack of hair.
Yeah, and from what you were saying, Kat, about the director saying, I'm going to do something different, I already dismissed that as nonsense. Because, Marvel aren't going to let anybody stray too far from their winning formula.
That's true.
Yeah, Disney will have a tight wrap on these things. So I think that when you watch a Marvel film, you almost know what you're getting, and it's that kind of comfort in knowing that you're going to get some kind of level of quality. And this seems like it will be that level of quality. But of course, it was funnier than I expected, considering it's about the Asgardian apocalypse. But then again, the Iron Man 3 trailer made it look like it was going to be a really serious affair, and then it was really not.
Really funny, yeah.
Yeah. So, I like the look of it. Kate Blanchett looks really cool. I wonder if she'll be the kind of typical Marvel villain, hideously underdeveloped and then dispatched quite easily.
We'll see. I'm kind of hoping. I mean, it is a thing, but I'm kind of hoping that she'll be a little more substantial. I have to admit that I'm a little worried about what they're doing with Loki. Because he seems to be, he's probably fighting on the side of the good guys there. But when we left him, he was a villain. And, I kind of dread that kind of story will have all happened off camera, and perhaps we might get a line to say, oh yeah, by the way, we've forgiven him, he's fine, he's on our side now. Because what he did at the end of the second movie I thought was pretty major. And, it just kind of feels like they're completely going to dismiss that and just kind of go, yeah, whatever, it's not really relevant to this story. So, it's done. It's okay. And I don't know, I would like to see development there. I would like that to be part of the film. I'm hoping. I don't know. We'll see.
It could be that he's just trying to defend his home, or he has some other long con on the go. He's always got a long con. And his brother ain't too smart, so he's always able to outwit him.
Bless him. It's true, but bless him.
Thor's approach to everything is, I'm going to hit it with my hammer and see what happens.
I mean, most of the time that works out for him, so, I mean...
Yeah.
Whatever their reasons for teaming up, if they do team up, I think Loki will always find a way to, turn evil again pretty quickly.
Yes,
there's definitely a high chance of that.
Yes, definitely. So the trailer had a lot of imagery to unpack, just a lot. I mean, I don't think I got it all, but obviously the striking image is Kate Blanchett, or Hela as her character's called, destroys Mjolnir, the hammer, which is, she means business, because she can destroy this thing that no one else can lift. It's that kind of stopping something that can't be stopped sort of cool image, and she tears it apart, which is quite a shock.
It looks awesome. I mean, it makes the stakes seem really, really high for this. Yeah. It sort of sets her as just a highly powerful villain from the off, doesn't it?
Yep.
Although somebody has already pointed this out with a gift set on Tumblr, where you have Thor and remind me of her name again. Hela, thank you. Yeah. And this whole hammer sequence, and then Captain America and Bucky and him stopping the shield on top of that rooftop.
Yeah.
In Winter Soldier, and I was like, ooh, this is true. Nemesis. I like it. Yeah.
The real question I have is, do you have to be worthy to lift the shards of the hammer?
Oof.
Here's a debate
depending on
that'll
the
last
size
all
of the
night.
shard, your worthiness is proportional.
Depends on how good a street cleaner you are.
Or they just build houses on top of these shards because there's nothing they can do. Do you think any of this film will be set on Earth? It doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it, and I was quite liking that as well. I thought, there's so much of the first Thor movie was to do with kind of taking him out of the Asgardian setting, putting him on Earth and doing that kind of fish out of water type story.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had a bit of dipping back and forth in 2, and now I'm kind of really looking forward to seeing all of this mad space, aliens, ships everywhere. More Asgard is good as well.
I think a lot of it will
Asgard.
be in space, but you know that he does come back to Earth because of the Doctor Strange post-credits sequence.
Oh yeah, that's right. Something about finding Odin, so Odin might be stuck on Earth at the start or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing he's going to be part of trying to put the whole thing back together again, put Kella back in her box.
I hope this film doesn't end with Doctor Strange reversing time and making sure this all doesn't happen.
Oh no, that
all
would
a dream.
suck. Although, in the post-credit sequence, Thor has long hair. So depending on, sequence of events and stuff, and when he gets his haircut and ends up in the battle planet, etc., that might change kind of the role of Doctor Strange in
Very
this.
true.
Yeah. I mean, I reckon he'll get his hammer back, that's for sure. He can't be in Infinity War with no hammer.
You guys
It'd
have
be
all
really
got
depressing.
really amazing memories.
It'll be Gorilla Glue. That'll be the post credits scene. It'll be him there with Gorilla Glue.
This
putting his
entire
hammer back
movie is
together.
an ad. This entire movie is a commercial. Buy this glue, it's the best.
As an engineer, I've got to advocate black tape because it solves all ills.
Seriously, it's it's the only thing you need ever. Indestructible.
What's Gorilla Glue?
Oh, you'll find out.
That's
You know when
ominous.
your gorilla becomes unstuck?
Not
You glue
glue
it back
made from
to-
a gorilla, we hope.
What?
Yeah, it's like
Gross.
horse glue, but made out of a
Oh my
gorilla.
god, no it's not.
Oh no!
Right, I'm googling it. 'cause
Make
I
it
can't
stop.
find it.
Yes.
See what you've started, Chris.
Yeah, sorry.
One innocent joke.
What is Gorilla Glue?
According to Wikipedia, Gorilla Glue is an American brand of polyurethane adhesives.
Nice. Okay, now I know.
It's just glue, apparently. So that was an anticlimax.
Thank you, Siri.
Now you've got to find out how they turn gorillas into polyurethane adhesives.
No,
Whatever it was.
no, let's not.
Can
Let's
we
get
go
back on
back
topic.
to who's the guy with spikes on his face? At 54 seconds in.
Darth Maul?
The guy with spikes on his face at 54 seconds.
Yeah, he looks like he's actually from Star Trek. Like, I don't know if he's in the wrong movie or if the universes are smaller.
Crossover potential.
Crossover potential, but here, he actually does look like he's from Star Trek. What is that?
Well, it might be
What's
Carl
that going
Urban,
on?
actually. 54 seconds.
Right, can I just say, everyone, like, for Halloween I'm dressing up as Goldblum.
Just Jeff
Yes.
Goldblum.
From this movie.
Okay,
Yeah, I like
that's
it.
an
Good to
announcement.
know. Good to know.
Thanks, Craig.
Just dress up as Jeff Goldblum in general. Just, find something that's...
I'd love to wear his skin.
Well, that's dark.
Oh, this is really grim.
Right, let's get back to the trailer. So, Hulk is in this film. How about that?
I didn't know that, and I feel like everyone else did, and I didn't. And then I
Oh.
saw it, and I was like, "What's going on?"
Oh yeah, yeah, we knew.
Can
Yeah.
you explain that to me, Kat? Because I don't know what's going on anymore.
Right, so this is based on a comic book storyline which I have not read, in which Hulk is good. You will tell us about it. But yeah, Hulk is on this battle planet, and it's a gladiator type situation. When this was announced, I was like, I don't like this direction, mostly because like my favorite part about the Thor storyline is this like grand fantasy like setting set in space. Like the first movie is like Shakespeare in space. It's big dramatics, but with a simple storyline of a family. And like that's my favorite part of it. And so like putting in like a gladiator planet and like blah blah whatever, I was like, ugh, like must we do this? Can we just go back to Asgard now? Like, but at the same time, like I'm not gonna diss it immediately because obviously I haven't read the storyline. Craig, you can fill us in here. But you know, like I wanna see where this will go. But I'm just hoping it doesn't detract too much from that core story because I believe that it should stay rooted in that. And you know, like there are hints. Like Loki's still there. They're looking for Odin. It's still very much about that family, and I would like it to stay that way. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Craig, can you tell us what the hell?
Yeah, the story is called here, nerd alert. The story is called Planet Hulk. It basically starts
it's
with.
Not even, that doesn't have Thor in it at all.
No, it doesn't actually. But it's a loose adaptation, and I think it's going to be very, very loose. But the essential premise of the story is that a group of heroes decide the Hulk's too dangerous to be left on Earth, so they catapult him out into space. He lands on this planet, and he becomes sort of the head gladiator type. He has a wife and son for some reason. Oh. And he eventually comes back. But yeah, Thor doesn't appear really in that story at all. But I guess the idea of Hulk on an alien planet as a gladiator is about all the preserving from it. And apparently Mark Ruffalo wasn't on set for very long, so I think it's going to be a very small part of the film.
Or it's because he's animated and they don't need him.
No, they always
also
mocap him.
Oh, okay.
They've always mocapped Mark Ruffalo specifically, so...
Okay. I find it really weird that they've taken this from the Hulk, and I don't understand why originally the comic book writers had to put Hulk into space. Why does he have to get removed from Earth? And now he's on. And now he's in space. Like, because before, like in Thor, like when Thor has to go home to Asgard with Loki, like they don't know when he's gonna come back. Like, how do they now have access to like all of space?
Well, the question of how the Hulk got there is still to be answered. Because the last you saw of him was in Age of Ultron, where he just disappeared.
So it's good that they're not doing this whole weird thing where Thor and the Hulk are in like a different timeline and they haven't met and they don't know each other. I like that there's the inclusion of that line of we're friends, blah blah blah, because then we're like, oh good, like we're not in some weird timeline where we have to start
where Hulk has never existed or something.
Yeah, and like we have to like they have to relearn like whatever. But I'm a bit confused that Hulk still goes for him.
Well, Hulk doesn't like him that much.
I'm not. He doesn't like him. He's always gone for him.
Don't like them that much, but like, what have they done to him? They've turned him into like this awful gladiator or something.
Yeah.
And is he married to like an alien?
We don't know.
He's got cool-looking armour though.
Yeah, because that's what the Hulk needs, armour.
That's true. He's exposed like a nerve.
Yeah.
He's sad.
But it's the Hulk getting to do what the Hulk likes to do best. Fight. You know, and fight opponents that can maybe challenge him. So, you know, he's probably happy.
Yeah, when you've got a God of Thunder and an unstoppable green monster, you pretty much need to smash them against each other.
Yeah, that fight is going to be epic. I'm calling it now.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Very CGI hitting each other, but it's going to be epic.
I'm excited for this movie coming out. I get a lot from the trailer.
Yeah.
It makes me want to
it definitely assuaged my doubts. I don't know what I was expecting because of all these very disjointed things that we have been given so far. it's very difficult to piece together from that, and that's good for me, because I would rather be surprised, and I would rather, go in there and be swept away into this world. That's what got me into the MCU, was walking into Thor not knowing what it was. I didn't even know it was a comic book movie. And then it just started with that pan shot into Asgard. It just blew me away. I was like, okay, I don't even care what this is. I'm sold. I am here for this. And so, and this very much kind of brought that back for me. Cause I didn't really like the second Thor film, cause it was a bit messy. Tonally, it just it had so much going on, and then not enough of what I enjoy about the story. But it seems like this is a step in the good direction, the third film. So we'll see. I'm very excited about it.
Who was the bad guy in Thor 2 again? Because my memory's so... Who?
Malekith.
Malekith, the Dark Elf.
Malekith the Forgettable.
Who was it?
Yes!
Christopher Eccleston.
It was Christopher Eccleston.
That doesn't help me. Hold on.
The
first Doctor Who, when they brought it back, that was Christopher Eccleston.
I've never seen an episode of Doctor Who.
Well, he was just some elf
Delayed
guy.
reaction. Oh.
He had about 5 or 6 lines, and they were all in Elvish. So,
who was the bad guy in Thor 2? It seems like a lot of people ask the same question. Malekith. Let's have an image. I'm sure. Oh yeah.
His power was being instantly forgettable.
For all our listeners at home, Natalie's doing some visual stuff that you can't see. So
yep, some classic podcast googling.
Can I just say though that when I'm listening to a podcast and they say something and then they search for something, I'm like, oh, that's cute, and then I want to do that too. So if anyone else is wondering, a lot of Mads Mikkelsen just comes up though, and I don't really know why.
I'm reminded of Look It Up Scotty from Comedy Bang Bang.
Oh, that's weird.
For those of you that want to follow along at home, go onto Google and type in.
Okay, Google.
Oh no. It's okay, Google making a cameo again.
Can I just say, it saved me?
You don't need to ask, you could just say.
Yeah, sorry. There's nothing wrong with having to do some research. I'm not going to retain all of this information in my head.
Well, for me, the Thor films, I'm kind of the opposite to Kat. I didn't like the first one. I liked the first 20 minutes or so when they were in Asgard. And then after that, on Earth, I was just bored. I don't want to watch Thor eating breakfast. It's not interesting. Yeah. The second one I liked a bit more.
That is my favourite scene. The breakfast scene is my favorite.
Those are the best bits,
fine.
Craig.
It's fine. I am fine. I will not talk about the first Thor movie.
Oh, that's a different podcast. But yeah, I liked the second one because it was a bit more off the wall, and I liked the sort of Lord of the Rings meets Star Wars kind of approach. I thought that was quite cool. It is quite disposable though, and I feel like there's a lot of it cut, but it's alright. This could be the one that's definitely the Thor film that's actually good though. The one that everyone agrees on. Yeah.
Definitely has that potential. I mean, it looks like they're, from the trailer point of view, and I said at the beginning, it looks like they're going more down the Guardians approach. I mean, I thought at the beginning it seemed strange because it was like he was talking to camera, so I didn't know if he was going to be sort of self-narrating his way through it.
Or maybe he's talking to Bruce.
Could have been.
Or Doctor Strange. Or Odin. He could be talking to anyone.
I thought he was talking to me, but fair enough.
He's talking to you. Is there a cameo you're not telling us about?
I am contractually obliged not to say anything.
Okay. We also get some classic... I mean, I know it's not a summer movie. It comes out in October, but sort of summer movie destruction. It looks like Asgard gets pretty badly decimated.
Why do people have to keep on destroying all the beautiful places that they've built?
Right.
Property damage. It's not a summer blockbuster unless there's screeds of property damage.
Seems a shame for the Panpipe Castle to be destroyed,
Oh, I love that Panpipe Castle.
The pipe organ castle.
Yeah. Or an upside down panpipe.
It looks like it could play a great tune.
Yeah.
Well,
so And the thing that grabbed me about this trailer most is I couldn't really tell the kind of ABC plot details. It was just kind of a collection of scenes that it's not quite clear what order they come in. Largely, I mean, you know that you can probably tell that the scenes where he has long hair are set before he has short hair. But other than that, there's not much else you can sort of glean from it, and it looks like there's quite a lot of plot missing, which is great.
Yeah, I quite like that.
Unless the movie is set over a long enough time that his hair has, can grow back and back to its full glory.
Like a 7 years later type thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, how quickly does Asgardian hair grow? We just don't know.
He just has to try really hard, call upon the power of lightning, and it just springs forth.
Maybe under Earth's yellow sun, it has a different growing rate.
Could be. I mean,
legit.
Although the question is of how does he shave? If he's got if he can't be hurt on Earth.
Let's remember that you're mixing worlds here. That's DC rules, and they don't apply here. So we're all right.
Yeah, but Thor still wouldn't be able to use a razor on Earth because it would break.
His skin is steel.
It's quite strong, yeah.
That doesn't mean his hair is, though. His hair looks luscious and soft and cuttable. And it clearly is cuttable because they cut it. Like, what did they use for scissors?
But that's like alien stuff.
Excess meow.
I think Mjolnir might be a multi-tool, a bit of a Asgardian army knife, it just has a little...
Like in the handle.
Little razor pops out the bottom, some scissors, screwdriver, Phillips and flathead.
Starhead.
Yeah.
Flathead.
Hammerhead.
Shark.
Edit.
Don't edit that, Craig. That's it. That's gold right there. Gold.
It's gold.
And I know that that's true because I got feedback today from a podcast. So
yeah. People love the Google game and the word association game.
They do, and that
is this feedback from yourself?
Hi. No. This is my opportunity. Hi, Paul. Thanks for listening. Taking on board all your comments, which were great. So it's fine. Don't need to act on that. So yeah,
cool.
I'm over that now. Sorry, guys.
Right, I think we've strayed quite far from topic here. Does anyone have anything else to say? I mean, there's not much else you can say about a 2-minute trailer, or 1 minute 56 seconds.
It's a 2-minute trailer, Craig. Yes.
I
I think we've probably said everything there is to be said. That's why we went off on a tangent.
Yes.
Heimdall shows up.
Yes. Without a helmet.
Oh yeah, and he has dreads. Yes.
He looks bitchin'.
Wait. Is he the guy that we thought
died?
I'm
Yay.
excited for more Heimdall.
Huh?
I said I'm excited
Does
for more
Does
Heimdall.
he die?
Wait, I don't know. I don't know if I'm misremembering.
Okay, hang on.
He's alive and well. He appears in...
Does Heimdall die in the second
guys,
movie?
honestly, don't
doesn't.
listen to what I said because I literally make stuff up. So...
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
He's alive and well.
Paul doesn't exist.
He appears in Age of Ultron as a blind Vision. He's like blind in Thor's weird vision.
Yeah, no, I like
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is he the guy with the really hot, beautiful gold eyes?
He's the guy
Correct.
who's Idris
Yes.
Elba.
The
Yeah.
guard. The guard. He is
Yes.
so
Yes.
beautiful. He is actually so beautiful.
Yes.
He is so beautiful. Craig, can you make me meet him?
Can I make you meet him?
I mean, can you make him meet me?
I'll do my best.
He'll move a few things around.
Good.
Let's make a few calls.
Get that sorted.
I'll track
As
down his
operations
agent.
director, I feel like that's something that I should be doing. Asking Craig to do that for me.
You want to direct Idris Elba's operations.
No, just Craig to facilitate.
Oh right, you're going to tell Craig to do.
Yeah.
Can't tell me what to do. I'm the boss. Numero uno.
You're
Head
not the
honcho.
boss of me now. Yeah.
If any of Bruce's people are listening, get the injunction now and plan ahead.
Only when he's got the golden eyes
Right, okay.
and
Back
that
on
outfit.
back on topic. So
Hey man, I tried.
He
so
started this.
yeah, so Idris Elba's there, he has dreadlocks, no helmet.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Craig, you didn't talk about what Ragnarok means.
Well, it means many things.
Yeah, so what does it mean?
In the comics, it's the name of a Thor clone that's used during the Civil War storyline.
Oh.
Short-haired clone, perchance?
No,
Oh my
normal.
god, what?
Yeah. And
that's
it's also
And then
in Norse mythology, Ragnarok is a series of future events, including a great battle, foretold to ultimately result in the death of a number of major figures, including Odin, Thor, and so on. Heimdall and
God.
Loki. Yeah. I don't think that's going to happen here.
Die.
I don't think that's going to happen here.
There was also a boss in a Super Mario game, Ragnarok.
Really?
Yeah.
It's also the name of a ship in Final Fantasy VIII.
Who knew? Not me.
There we go.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I think we've not talked about the trailer enough for one night.
So yeah, I need to blow dry my hair.
Does anybody have any
Good to
final
know.
things? Any final thoughts?
Who are the people who look like they're from Star Wars?
I don't
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know who you're talking
The
about.
ones that they look like they've got like an orange shroud over their head and like a blue metal mask with little eyes.
Generic henchmen? Hairdressers? Who knows?
I think they might be generic henchmen.
Hairdressers!
Hairdressers.
Hairdresser!
Well, Thor gets a haircut, so they might be
I'm gonna
hairdressers.
go with that one.
Oh, Craig made an attempt at a funny.
An attempt. Wow.
An attempt was made. Gold star.
The hairdresser was the Klingon Darth Maul guy.
Oh my god, there's another one behind Loki. They're so rad.
That's Nine Numb. He flew the Millennium Falcon.
And Loki's looking so fine.
There we go. Chris,
We're
have you
just
got any
rewatching
final
it again.
relevant thoughts?
No, I better not.
Why? What's your final thought of the day?
Jeff Goldblum's outfit looks amazing. I think he's going to be pretty good in this. That's my
Spot
thought.
on.
Jeff Goldblum is good in everything.
Yes, he is.
Word.
Yeah. I particularly love his rendition of Biz Markie's Just a Friend. Just throwing it out there.
Show notes.
Definitely, yes.
Good times. Okay.
Goodbye.
I don't have anything further. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
every Marvel movie all the time. I want to see them all right now.
Names.
Yes.
Uh,
This looks great. Now. Bring it now. We want
Oh
it
my
now.
god, there's thing one and thing two.
if Disney are handing out preview screenings, I am available to take one of those preview screenings.
Me too. And also, if everyone goes to 1 minute and 33, you'll find Dr. Zeus's Thing 1 and Thing 2 in the audience. Also, show notes, just saying.
I'm not putting that in.
Do it, Craig. Also, everyone go to 1 minute 33. Seriously.
Also, the Gladiator Arena may one day tour as part of the Marvel live show, so we might see that sometime.
Oh, great.
Ooh.
'Cause we'll want to sit through
I
that
wouldn't
again.
put it past them.
I really wanted to write about that. It was so fun. Thanks, Mom, for the tickets.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Okay. I think we should wrap things up.
Okay.
Everyone coloured excited for Thor 3, Thor Furious.
Hell yeah.
Too Thor, Too Furious?
No, that was the last film.
Sorry, I cracked myself up.
This is
Someone should.
Thor 3 Tokyo Drift.
Thor 3.
Furious.
Asgard Drift.
Drift.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go drift. Yeah. Oh my
Chris,
god,
do you have
it's
any
all,
final Thor puns?
14.8 million views. Wait, what?
I'm asking if Chris has any final Thor puns.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think I can top yours.
Yeah. Thor 1. Instead of Sor 1. You know,
I still think Gus's genital thwarts.
What are
can't
you
even get it
talking about?
right.
Just saying that all the people who lose in that Gladiator Arena are going to be Thor losers.
Oh.
You know, I'm actually getting
Hope you know
real-time
he's having,
stats
like,
of
a
our
little
listener
nephew
base, and
Huh?
we have one left.
And it's probably you.
Me. Yeah.
Glad you guys.
So
We'll
that
just try
was-
and keep this podcast on the low key.
And on that note, it's time to end. So
Why
thank
was
you,
that
everyone.
the entirety of the podcast? I feel like that's what we should have been doing the whole time.
Not enough Thor puns, to be honest.
No, too many Thor pods. That's the name.
Hold
of
on
the
a minute,
episode.
I've got another one.
Oh no! Oh.
I don't know their names enough to come up with an original thing, so I can't partake in this.
That's too bad. But right,
You should have
okay.
seen the look Gus gave me right there.
Oh.
It was mean.
Okay, thank you all for joining and talking about the Thor trailer, or at least some of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And creating another nightmare editing scenario for me. I really enjoy that.
That's not true.
Always
You
happy
can
to
just,
help.
you can genuinely just cut all the rambly bits. It's fine.
No, don't.
Then there'll
Those
be
are
no
the
podcast
best parts.
left.
The rambly parts are what make it, Craig. You need to embrace it. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Just saying.
Or something like that. That has nothing to do with this podcast, but it's good advice.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Thank
thanks for
you.
joining.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Cheers.
And bye to everybody.
That was our occasional discussion on the Thor Ragnarok trailer. Thanks to YouTuber nstens1117 for the supplied music. If you like what you heard, then please subscribe on iTunes, YouTube, or any major podcasting app. You can catch us on the next Kneel Before Pod.